up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Love and Marriage Huntsville review. We are down here, honey. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. I'm relaxing. And I said to myself before I hit that little damn button, I said, I'm not going to allow Melody and Martell to upset me, because I was going off earlier about what happened at the beginning of the episode. They start off where they left off. You know, I did not review last episode. It was like a montage of toxicity. So I watched the first few minutes of it, realized it was a montage of monstrosity, and I was like, I'm not going to watch it. So that's what it is. So they start off where they left off, and Melody is talking about respecting boundaries. And Martell says something about, you made 2 songs about me. That's not respecting boundaries. He tells her, F you and your man. He explains in the interview that he saw Melody and a man at a restaurant that they used to frequent with their family, and he saw them. So it's not clear how he saw them, or how, whether or not something, y'all could probably tell me, maybe something was posted to the internet and he followed her up there. I don't know how he saw that she was at their favorite family restaurant. Somehow, some way, he ends up there, and he takes out his phone and starts recording them. And he says that, I decided to be a little petty. She's like that too, and I'm just returning the favor. And that's just an example of tit for tat. I know I say it every episode, but we are dealing with 2 petty people who are a great team of petty partners, but you know, as adversaries, it's not a good look, and they both look ridiculous. Who is he? He asks. He calls Melody a fake ass MFer, and she says, oh, you calling me a fake ass MFer? He says, yes, I am. I'm calling you that. And then he says something about your ugly ass men, and she says something about your ugly ass hoes. And then he was like, compared to you? Yup, compared to you. And then she mentions again, when you asked me to take you back, why would I? Why respect someone who cheats on me? You cheated on me before that, he says. She says, prove it. Everyone knows who we are, and it's an embarrassment. She's talking about people at the restaurant knowing who they are. Martell says, why go there then? She says, never mind. Hopefully one day you grow up. I will. That's all you wanted? That's it? And then she gets in her car and leaves. I was going off earlier. Because first of all, Martell is a person who lacks self-control, and a person who's very impulsive and petty. And I don't think that makes for the greatest combination. Melody is also petty. Whether he was right or wrong in his reaction to what he saw, the fact remains, and I'm in agreement with him. Why would you take someone, a new person, a new man, to a restaurant that you know is our family restaurant, to the point where the people know us? Because Melody says everyone knows who we are. It's an embarrassment. I would ask Melody, why would you take your new man or a date to a restaurant where you used to go with your family, knowing that this man is unpredictable, lacks self-control, and is also petty. Again, not a great combination to be fucking with somebody on the internet to try and get a reaction out of them. I think it's very dangerous. And I think that Melody participates in these shenanigans and turns around and says, I can't wait until you grow up. My question is, knowing that a man is like that, why would you play those types of games with him and take him to a restaurant that you used to go with him to, along with your family, to the point where you make a statement and say, it's embarrassing because everybody knows us. Well, aren't you embarrassed to take a new man to a restaurant where everybody knows you and your family? And then get further embarrassed when the man who is unpredictable and it lacks self-control shows up and acts like a fool? Whether his actions were right or wrong, and as petty and as ridiculous and unreasonable as they are, it would not have happened had you been at that restaurant. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I don't know if you would like if your ex took their new person to your favorite restaurant, their favorite restaurant as well, but to a place that you used to go with your family to the point where they know you. And you bring in, so I don't know how Martell found out she was down there, if she posted something, I don't know. But based on the pattern of behavior, I would jump out of the window and say, Melody may have posted something to the internet that would give him like, oh, this is where she is, I'm going up there. I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments. But again, this is what you get when you have two petty people trying to do things to get reactions out of each other, playing on social media. So I would ask Melody the same question she asked Martell. Hopefully you will grow up, because as soon as he made the distinction when she said it's an embarrassment, everyone knows who we are, he says, then why go there? And then all of a sudden it was, never mind, hopefully you'll grow up one day. No, bitch. Hopefully you will fucking grow up too. Because while you're mad, and you have every right to be mad at him, making that kind of move was intentionally passive aggressive. And that is what makes Melody unlikable, where you want to express empathy for the pain that she's went through and the embarrassment and humiliation of being with a man who cheated on you for half of your marriage, and you take him back. Hopefully he'll stop, have another baby. He doesn't stop, he produces another baby, and now you want to leave. Sometimes he goes off when he sees things he doesn't like. Oh, I'm glad you have that awareness. Maybe you will stop doing things that he can see that makes him go off. Now, I'm not telling Melody to completely modify her behavior where she can't go out around town, but something tells me that that was intentional to get a reaction out of you. And then she always, every time she has a scene with Martell, she dog whistles to Arian to let her know, you still want me. He still wants me. Yes, he still wants you, and he wants her at the same time. Like, you are really swinging dick in the face of dick that he's already placed it in other places, and you making it seem like he still wants you. Yeah, he wants you. He wants you, Melody. He wants you. He wants Arian too. And he's let you know that. When you asked him to not see the woman anymore, he kept seeing her. Kimmy and Patricia. I don't know why I have so many notes. Anyways, Kimmy says Patricia. Patricia looks awfully familiar. I adore my village. Bonus parent. She said it's like riding a bike, sharing household stuff. You know, she said that there's some things that men do that women do. And then her friend was like, he's a Scot. And she was like, girl, yeah. So then she mentions the honeymoon. And it seemed like Kimmy's mic was turned down. And she said, honeymoon, I'm so over that honeymoon. But her mic was turned down. You can't really hear her say it. But I had on my noise canceling headphones and I can hear everything. And she said it. She said there are some caveats to going on this honeymoon. He doesn't want to miss any of his son's games. That's what someone that she mentioned. She mentioned that now that Monster lives with them, that now he spends summers and Christmases with his mother. And then they started getting on Monster's mom, Kiowa, and how she blames Patricia for breaking girl code because seems like Patricia is the one who introduced Kimmy and Maurice to each other. She says she didn't have the longest relationship with with Kiowa, so she doesn't feel like she broke any girl code. Kimmy mentions that Kiowa, that Maurice was trying to get her divorce papers served and she was ducking and dodging the first time he tried to file the divorce, and then the second time, I don't know, like he was trying to get a divorce from her and she didn't want the divorce, I guess. And then she wants to tell her side of the story, but she was already remarried at the time. She seems very pressed. I don't know what happened. I feel like, honestly, the way that she keeps wanting to bring things up, I feel like they made it seem like the papers were signed and it was done and it was all over when Kimmy and Maurice got together. But a woman who keeps wanting to tell her side, I feel like maybe she feels like that he didn't exit the relationship. Maybe she thinks maybe he was cheating with somebody else and maybe she thinks it was Kimmy. I don't know. But it's hard to tell. She keeps bringing it up and she implied, but she was like, I was never the side chick, never, ever, never, ever. And then she says, I felt like she thought that I hindered them from getting back together. Maybe she thought there was a possibility, but he filed for divorce twice, which I don't have. How would you think there was a possibility of you getting back? Unless, I don't know, because it's hard to tell. Like, he may have been telling her something, or she could have just been plain ass delusional. I don't know, because I think somebody ducking and dodging a divorce may not want to get a divorce. And when the divorce is final, you feel like the new person coming in their life hindered y'all from getting back together. But he tried to file for divorce twice. I don't know. I don't know. That sounds a little delusional to me. I don't know, but these niggas be telling people things that you don't even fucking know. So I don't know how that goes. Maybe we do need to hear Kiowa's side, and so she can finally get it the fuck out. Maybe Kiowa needs to start a YouTube channel so she can get it out. Cause girl, I don't know. You're married. That's like Candace's mother. She mad forever at you remarried. You remarried. She mad at Candace's dad for cheating on her, but married him after the fact, and then now you still mad and you want to tell. Girl, I don't get it. Tisha didn't have your back. She says she says what's his name? She asked Maurice about it, and he said if it's not true, what's the problem with it? And she says, well, it's saying something about my character. You know, saying somebody is the side chick implies that she knows better than the man does, and therefore the weight to carry is on her, even though she's not the one with the commitment, the side chick in any situation. She's not the one with the commitment, but society makes the woman carry more weight because you should know better. A man is just going to be a man and he's going to do what he's going to do. But as a woman, you should know better. So when somebody is called a side chick, it is implied that you knew better and you still went after the man, even though he's the one who bears the responsibility to honor the commitment that he made in front of the Lord. That's just the way of the world, y'all. Tisha didn't have your back. She's still mad at me. She explains to her about the group text situation. And as we all talked about, it was Kimmy being petty. I really feel, it makes me feel uneasy the way that Kimmy is talking about it, because it makes me feel like she wants to control Tisha in a way where I want you to communicate with me the way that I want you to communicate with me. And if you do anything outside of that, I'm going to be petty. I want you to call me because that's what you've been doing. And the way that I maintain dominance over this relationship is by you doing something that I really don't like for anybody to do, but I want you to do it. I want you to do it. And if you change that, then I'm going to be petty with you. It's a control thing with me that I'm spotting. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I don't like it. So she was being petty. I just said, how do you dictate how I adjust interacting with you? If you're doing something where I feel like it's not reciprocal and I'm putting in more effort in contacting you, calling you, reaching out to you, if I'm putting in more effort and then I adjust the way that I'm now interacting with you and you come around and want to be petty about something, you can be petty all you want to, but guess what? I'm going to still adjust the way that I interact with you because you're not controlling this relationship. That's how I feel. Especially if I'm not being rude about it. I don't feel like Tisha was being rude. She has a little petty side in her. And maybe that was what she was doing, was like, girl, I'm just going to text you about it. Kimmy's thing is that you don't normally text me and the money typically comes from my husband. So why would you ask me about some money through a text? So that's her issue with it. She says, I don't think that I have the capacity to give Tisha what she wants in the relationship. I think part of Tisha wants to control the relationship too. I feel like Tisha wants to also do what she wants to be able to do, and then Kimmy just back her up every single time. So there's just a mismatch in personalities and expectations. That's what it looks like from my vantage point. Letitia comes home and there's some strangers in her house, and she is baby, when I tell you she played that shit off, she was like, yes, and she was just happy. I know she was like, who is these motherfuckers in my house? That's great. And you asking me how long I've been married and stuff. Who is this? I was like, Tisha played that off. She came in there with them little shorts on and her little midriff showing. Girl, I was like, whatever the job and the work that she got done, she looks really good. Tisha's body looks incredible. I was like, it looks really good. It don't look all out. It don't look crazy or disproportionate to anything. It just looks very nice and regular. It looks very natural. It looks very natural. It looks like she just been working out. Well, we know she hasn't, but it looks nice. It looks nice. So she came in there with her little shorts on or whatever. And they basically had some finance counselors there to help with their money communication. She was like, okay, let's talk about money. She started putting her purse down. I was like, I know that's right, because you're not about to make me look crazy. That's what you're not going to do. So let's talk about money. I spend money, yeah, and it's for me and my kids. And when he spends money, he just spends it on himself. And he says, well, you act like all the money that I make don't go directly into the account. Basically, he makes the money and she manages the houses and the finances and stuff, buy stuff for the kids, buy stuff for the house. But when he wants to buy things, he just goes and buys them. I guess the part of being the housewife is that he can do whatever he wants with the money, but when it's time for me to do something with the money, it needs to be discussed. I think he's being unreasonable. I think I'm glad that she went upstairs and showed all the things, like saying that the wife is going to have more expenses just because she's a woman, and the things that it takes to maintain her self and her lifestyle, yes, it's going to cost money. I like nice things. I intentionally married a man who I knew was going to have a high earning potential because I like nice things. I said, I know that's right, baby. I have nothing. There's nothing wrong with what she said. Nothing wrong with what she said. She said, but I felt like, he wanted to buy a truck. I wanted a work truck. You went and bought a whole new truck just because your transmission went out. And because he makes the money, he gets to make the decision. He says, I want to help her. We need to help her with her spending habits. You don't need to help me do shit. You don't need to help me do shit. If you could see that something is wrong, you could look at if you want to look at the books and come up and feel like there's something wrong, then let's talk about it. But if the household is being maintained, who gives a fuck? That's how I feel. Who gives a fuck? If I want to treat myself to something, that's what I'm going to do. What? She's spending money on clothes. Well, you spending money on cars. And she's spending money on handbags. So let's talk about the appreciation of the things that I buy versus the things that you buy. Let's talk about that. Because these handbags, they appreciate. Because we can resell these handbags at any time and get some. It depends on what kind of handbag she's buying, right? Because most designer handbags appreciate in value, right? Cars, they don't. Clothes, it depends on the designer. They can appreciate as well. It depends on what she buying at. She's shopping at, these little retail, fast food retail shops, that it's a different, or in those lines, like maybe a department store or whatever. But it depends on the piece, because some pieces will also appreciate in value. See how fast they told Lisa Rinna to get her shit out of that damn garage when she started showing all of her vintage dresses? Yeah, because the resale is valuable. This looks like a little Bob, huh? Come on, Bob. It doesn't sound like you have a spending problem. It sounds like you have a communication problem. Right, because if you want to see the books, I can show you the books. As long as these lights stay on, don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing with this money. Especially if you can go out and buy what the fuck you want to buy without consulting with me. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do y'all think he has a point? Do y'all think he's being petty? Do you see her point? Baby, when she said she intentionally married, she went to college and married a man with a high earning potential, that's how everybody should move. Hey, she got pregnant early. They got married or whatever. He took care of his responsibility. I still don't like him as a husband. I think he's misogynistic, but he's making the money. He said he make the money. He give it to her, and she's managing the books and everything. We could talk about the books. You want to see the books? Let's see the books. So they have a brunch with Destiny. She's having a network event. I loved her jumpsuit. I thought it was so fucking cute. Oh my God, it was so fucking cute. That jumpsuit was so cute. She said she wanted to create a table to inspire and motivate people. We got everyone here so y'all can network. We got brokers and everybody, Nurse Kimmy and everybody like that. She thanked Tisha when she sat down. She thanked Tisha for sponsoring with her champagne. And Melody said she wanted to sponsor, but you didn't send me the package that you sent Stormy. And so she was like, oh, my bad. I dropped the ball, but I didn't know you was going to come, if you was going to show up. So what is it? Did you drop the ball, or you didn't do it because you didn't know she was going to show up? So Melody was like, well, I'm a gold sponsor, honey. She took her check out of her bag. She was like, I'm a sponsor. Well, when your friends drop the ball, it should be somebody else there to pick it up. Don't do that shit no more. Tisha goes, speaking of checks, I didn't get no check while you over here handing Destiny a check. Where's the check for the Destiny race? From both of y'all. Kimmy said, did you get ours? She said, I got yours, but you never replied to the text. She said, so what's better, getting the text or getting the money? She said, both. Bitch, Tisha got it for Kimmy. Kimmy, talk your shit if you want to. Looks like Tisha, she got your number. She got your, both are important, the text and the money. Would you like to go for a drink, Tiffany? Uh-huh. She was like, Mel can do whatever she wants. She can call you a side chick, but you mad at me. You could always be petty with me. But you called her a side chick too. You implied she was a side chick too. And you brought Kyle on the show and sat down and filmed with her. So what the fuck are you talking about? Melody announces that she's going to have a video premiere of her Telltale Signs. Tisha and Tiffany go off and they are going to get some more champagne. And they start talking about, getting to know each other. I have never heard anything negative about Tiffany. I heard she was married and she got a divorce. I don't know why she was married. Why does it feel like every time somebody shoots a scene with Tiffany, they're interviewing her to get her to be transparent? To me, I feel like you shouldn't force transparency because that is inauthentic and it defeats the purpose. So you sitting here trying to interview her, tell us what something is transparent about you. Tell it. And so then she starts talking. Melody did the same thing. It was either Melody or Destiny did the same thing to this girl Tiffany. And I was like, why are y'all interviewing her? Let it come naturally. I feel like that's when you get the most authentic expression from somebody, when you allow it to come naturally. She said, we both cheated. We asked each other, why did you cheat? And then Tisha goes, well, why did you cheat? And she says, well, I cheated in high school. So I guess her and her partner were together in high school. She cheated on him in high school, but then she realized the marriage wasn't what she wanted. So I don't know if she was with a high school sweetheart and she just felt like, some people, when they get with their high school sweetheart, they feel an obligation and they stay in the relationship longer than they should. And somebody ends up cheating and then it's a mess. So I don't know if that's what happened, but she wasn't clear. And the story was kind of choppy to the point where Tisha was like, I feel like she's not being authentic. And she's like, I don't really want to say anything about him because he's dead now or whatever. And then Tisha goes, well, if it wasn't enough, just say that. We want to ask you the same question. Okay. Anyway, they give a trip out to Kimmy, 7 days and 7 nights. They're trying to give her a honeymoon. And then she shows her Hype hair cover. It was really nice. August 2021 was a Hype hair. She was so excited. It was a really nice cover. She looked really, 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 really nice. So shout out to Destiny for that. So we get to Kimmy and Maurice. Her outfit was not cute because of the little buttons that were on going down the front of her outfit. 2 of the buttons would be in the place of where her nipples were. So I thought it wasn't the dress was really odd because of those 2 buttons right there. I don't know if that was intentional because I was like, those look like nipples right there. Like the buttons were like right where her nipples were. I didn't like the dress. I'm sorry, Kimmy. I'm sorry. So, Maurice just gives her an address. She meets him at this hotel. He has everything decorated really, really nicely. A little picnic that they're having. He did a really good job. She called him her vanilla chocolate in a bottle, which was cute. He looked like he was so embarrassed. It was very cute. And he's like, I heard you. I'm spending time with you. You deserve more. I'm listening to you and making time. Thank you for sharing your life with me. When he said that, I thought to myself, Kaya was over there pissed. Kaya watches, right? I know she is over there hot when he expresses his love to Kimmy. She gotta be. The way she was so pressed about that relationship, I really want to know what the fuck happened. Like, I really want her to share her story. If she feels like she needs to say it every time and she's implying that Kimmy was a side chick, tell your side of the story, girl. Make a YouTube channel so we can know, because I'm sure the people want to know. They talked a little bit about Dr. Francis and how he said he had 2 wives and he's the one creating the competition. Y'all need to put Dr. Francis on a retainer. Maybe I need to go to Dr. Francis. He said, no, Dr. Francis speaks to men. But Melody was there. Shut up. Y'all shut up. Y'all be saying dumb stuff. Just to say stuff. It's just dumb. He gives her a honeymoon. She starts crying. He says, I hear you. And then she says, well, Destiny gave me a honeymoon too. And he was like, girl, what? What is Destiny giving you a honeymoon for? Because they felt sorry for her ass. Because We don't know if she was a side chick begging for a honeymoon. We don't know what's going on. We need some, while y'all want Tiffany to be transparent, we need y'all to be transparent. We need Maurice to tell us what was the tea and what was going on and how did you exit your relationship, because it sounds iffy. So I don't know if Kiowa is off her rocker and she just wants to say something every time, or she feels slighted in a way and feels like I haven't been heard and I want to tell my story. What do y'all think? I don't know. The way that Maurice moves, and Maurice and Marceau and Martell, the way they move around town, I don't know who to believe. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let me know what you think of the episode. Let's get down in the comments. What do y'all think about what Melody did? Do y'all think she did that on purpose and intentional? And if you guys have the tea on how he found out she was down there, please let me know in the comments, because that was not clear. If she posted something and he saw it and went down there, how did he find out she was at this restaurant? Did somebody call him? Since they know the family, did the damn restaurant owner in the back say, Mel, you got a man up here, y'all need to come down here and check this out, because I don't know who's sitting at your table. I thought it was you at first, and when I walked over there, I noticed it wasn't your head, and the shirt was a little loose for what you typically like. So you need to come on down here, Martell, and see what the hell is going on. And just like I told Diva, this nigga is so crazy. Niggas flip out, and crimes of passion happen when they see shit and they're triggered. And somebody who lacks self-control and doesn't have the self-discipline that like men should have, his unpredictable behavior can make him snap at any time. And I don't know if Melody's like taunting him and trying to make like feed her ego so she could see him react in a way that makes her feel like he still wants me. But I feel like that's a dangerous game. You can't play with these niggas. These niggas is off their rocker. And you can't play games like that with men, especially when they're unpredictable like that. You know what I'm saying? And he feels like, he wants to let everybody know you cheating. He doesn't want to feel like the bad guy in the situation. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to have a relationship with you and her. So it's like, I feel like you can't play games with unpredictable men. I don't care. I don't care, because niggas snap. Women snap. I'm talking about both. People snap. And when you play these games with these people, posting stuff to the internet and then acting shocked when they show up, putting your location down and acting shocked and telling them to grow up when they get down here. No, you need to grow up, because if he reacts in a way that's completely violent and somebody gets hurt, then what are we going to say? Stop playing with these men. Child. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Let me know what y'all think about the episode. Let me know what you think about Melody. Y'all agree with me, or am I completely off base? I don't play with these niggas. Don't play with them. Don't play with them. If you want some nigga to feel like he still wants you or some way, don't do it by trying to make him jealous. These niggas are off their rocker. And as quickly as he destroyed his empire, don't you think he may make a decision that could destroy the rest of his life? You don't know these. Like I said, I don't play these games, and you don't know these niggas. And stay safe out here, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. This really looks like a cute little bob. All right, peace.